Welcome back. All right, shut it out. Okay, we back now. Sorry about that, guys. We got blocked. But I think we're good now. So shut it live, guys. Shut it live. This is day 3.
Day 3 of Heal the Inner Me. I'm so excited. Are y'all
Day
excited
3.
about the challenge? I ain't seen no Heal the Me posts. I ain't seen y'all posting no self-love pictures of yourself and tagging Heal the Inner Me. I need y'all to start posting and tagging the Inner Me. And when you tag the Inner Me, tag 2DOPEsoulz too, y'all, so we can see who's participating. We don't know if you are actually working on yourself, but you're not tagging us on the post. So tag 2DOPEsoulz, hashtag Heal the Inner Me challenge, guys, and Heal the Inner Me, so we can all grow together. Okay, tag us and tag our page. Okay, don't tag us personal, tag our page. That way it goes to our page. Okay, guys. So Heal the Inner Me. And today we're talking about what?
Oh, today's post.
Oh, today's post. What we say?
Today's post, you were talking about apologizing does not take away from the relationship. It actually adds to it.
Yeah. Right? If we learn how to apologize, and we're gonna let y'all get this number before we start talking, because y'all know we're gonna be talking.
Yeah, because
talking.
You were saying that, and we'll talk about that. I just want to put a pin and remember. You were saying that when you apologize, do that for you. Huh? I just don't like the way that. See, we take care of each other.
It's time to go to the thing.
Get them plugged.
We'll get them.
But yeah, we're gonna take care of that. But you were saying apologizing doesn't, it means that you value the relationship.
Right. If you value the relationship, and you apologize, and you don't worry about anything outside of yourself, because to have an issue with you apologizing, the person not receiving it, means you got some issues within yourself you still need to deal with. Right. We're going to talk about that right after these messages.
Hey, go get your tickets. Hey, Funky, y'all post information. Y'all need to go get your tickets, and y'all need to gift us some stars, and let's get this thing pumping right. At least tap the screen and give us some hearts. Y'all know what time it is. But get your tickets to the Black Poly Paranormal TikTok Tour. First stop is Vicksburg, Mississippi on October the 23rd. It is going to be lit. Y'all got to trust me on that. What's up, Shadiqua? And Shadiqua, that's what I meant to tell you. I told you that you would be able to make the show, and I told you that things would happen so that you could have the baby and make sure 2 things happen. Place was double booked, so it got moved up to October, and you had the baby a little bit earlier than what they said. So you be good and ready for the 23rd. So you and Lanzo get ready with the VIP tickets. Y'all got VIP tickets.
And bring our God baby on there so we can put some kisses all over his face and bring him back to California.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So I told you it's gonna work out. So now it's on y'all. All right. And Juju, y'all got plenty of time. Did Juju make it back? Yeah, she's watching the replay. Yeah, right. We even talked. I said, I wonder if she gonna notice that and see that. One guy sad, the other guy happy. Funky got sad. Funky, I'm putting the business in the street. Funky was like, man, I was looking forward to this, and another. But now Funky, okay, it's 1 month out, but you're gonna get more benefits. Trust me, you're gonna get more benefits. Be able to do more stuff. All right, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Your tickets run in 3 classes, guys. $20 if you buy them in advance for general admission, $30 at the door. But if you want to come to the after party, just $5 more. It's $25 for your general seat and the after party, which is a jammy jam throwback, like 90s like thing. DJ and everything, right? But if you want the VIP experience, which is general admission, the after party, and winding down with 2DOPEsoulz, photo shoot, and a private reading with 2DOPEsoulz, y'all, it's $40. All of that is on the site. Click the link that Miss Funky is putting on the screen. I just posted it up there, the Black Paranormal TikTok Tour. Copy and paste that link into your browser. Go and RSVP on the Facebook page, even if you're not buying tickets today. Even if you're thinking about it, go show your support by RSVPing. Come on, ramp up the page. And then go grab your ticket so you get your seat. because the tickets are already, the house already half sold.
Once we full,
it's a small venue.
Y'all. Once we full, we full.
It's only 200 seats.
Once we reach that capacity, we are there. We are not going to be over capacity. Have the fire marshal coming out because we know the fire marshal.
That's our hometown. We can't.
So we can't be around there getting like citations and stuff because y'all decided at the last minute that y'all want to come see 2DOPEsoulz. And let me tell you something. If we coming out of California, you should be at wherever we at. Let me just say that.
Facts.
If we coming out of California, y'all should be wherever we at. I said what I said. We ain't asking y'all to come to California.
We're coming to you.
It's actually cheaper to come here than it is to come there. I'm just saying, for us, it's cheaper.
So make sure you all do your due diligence, guys, and go to that site that Miss Funky just posted, Joanna Mitchell, that she just posted, and go check it out. Y'all keep sharing it, Hey, Courtney.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, Courtney.
Courtney already in Cali. Right. It's cheaper for them to come to us over here, Courtney. We all out here.
Tell them it's cheaper to come here. It's international flights come here, and we coming to domestic areas. So, flights ain't cheap coming to the South. But we're going to come to y'all, right? We're going to come down there. We're going to do the show. So at least come to us because we're coming from California.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. Yeah?
All right, guys. Listen, we're finna get into the inspiration. We got a lot we want to talk about today. But before we do, we need y'all to share it. Because like she said, we don't want to be double talking up in this meeting.
Double talking, child.
Right?
Got time.
So while we're making a few announcements and doing some housekeeping, feel free to share. Feel free to give stars. It's definitely cheaper. Right. Feel free to cash app us if you've been blessed by 2DOPEsoulz. If you've been blessed by 2DOPEsoulz.
Anytime. Send us $1. Y'all got it?
Cash app 2DOPEsoulz. Or you could drop stars on us, all right?
It's tithe time, children, y'all. It's tithe time. It's time for y'all to pay your tithes.
Oh, brand new installment every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is the Discover Life Empowerment Center, guys. Hey. Discover Life, not Empowerment, sorry, Enlightenment. And so we have actually our Sunday services every Sunday at 9:30. It's 9:30, right? 9:30. We had our first one this past Sunday, and it was lit, guys.
You better go back and watch it.
We talked about being uncomfortable saved my life.
Saved my life, y'all. Because I was itching, it saved my life. Because my stomach was hurt, it saved my life. Because I saw your energy coming toward me, and I recognized the same spirit that fucked me over before. It saved my life because I was uncomfortable around you. I was uncomfortable in that current situation. So now I've been saved.
Uncomfortability is pain, is disease. It's something to indicate that something is wrong and something needs to be confronted and dealt with, right?
That means it's pain somewhere that needs to be taken care of. Action is needed.
Action is necessary.
Guys, action is needed.
And hey, we're going to stop right there because you got to go watch it. And then you got to tune next Sunday to see what we talk about next Sunday. All right? All right. And so it's Discover Life Empowerment Center out here in Oakland, California, soon to be a location in LA. We're excited about that. Y'all come through every Sunday at 9:30. Does not hurt to stop by. It's just 30 minutes, guys.
Just 30 minutes, y'all.
The message is between 15 to 20 minutes, and everything else is just a little singing and inspiration and a little collecting of. Go back and watch it, Amanda.
Gotta watch it.
And when you watch it, give a couple stars because I know it's going to bless you. I know it's going to hit home. Being uncomfortable saved my life.
Saved my life, y'all.
Being uncomfortable saved my life. If I didn't know,
saved my mind.
I didn't know that I'm no longer called to this. I didn't know that this no longer serves me. Right. I kept fooling with the same things, expecting different results.
Right.
So I had to be made uncomfortable so I can change my circumstance. I could believe in the situation more than the revelation.
Uncomfortability made me to realize that I needed to fix something when all along I thought that things outside of me needed to be fixed. But when you become uncomfortable, you realize that there are things on the inside of you that have not been dealt with.
Right.
That's when you become uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable in your life right now,
when you become uncomfortable, you realize that you don't need something to come fix you, but you need to fix yourself. See, uncomfortability is indication that what you've been doing has not been working.
That you've been in conflict with yourself.
You've been in conflict with yourself.
Been
in an argument with
yourself. While you out here thinking about this, everybody, it's nobody but you. That's the reason why we're doing this campaign, this challenge, whatever you want to call it. It should be a lifestyle. That's why we're doing this with you guys to give you a boost in self-confidence, a boost in self-awareness, a boost in self-realization, a boost in self-hatred, because you hate yourself.
Self-loathing.
You hate yourself. Self-sabotage. This month, you will start realizing that everything that you've been going through has been self-motivated. So now I need you to be selfish and fix that shit. I said it. Did I say it?
Said it. Loud and clear.
Do y'all agree or disagree? Y'all quiet?
It's okay.
Let the church say, I say.
We're still in the announcements. I have a few more announcements.
Jesus, here's our
commercials to make. But that's Sunday morning. That was Sunday morning. Being uncomfortable saved my life.
Save my life.
And every Sunday, we're not talking about that every Sunday, but right because I've been so uncomfortable with myself, I'm about to lose my mind, plus going through post. But you're not going to lose your mind.
You're not.
So a man thinks, so is he. What you think, what you speak, the atmosphere will shape, and the universe will bring it back to you. So stop thinking you're going to lose your mind.
Right.
Stop saying you're going to lose your mind.
Right.
And you ready for this? Stop planning on losing your mind. Stop coming home every day and practicing losing your mind.
Because it's easy to lose it. It's harder to get it back. It's easy to lose it.
And this is why I say when you go through a storm, you can't lose your mind in a storm, because although you may lose everything, you may lose your partner, you may lose your house, you may lose your car. But one thing you cannot lose is your mind, because you're going to need your sane mind to manage when you get all that stuff back.
Through it. See, the thing, Shadiq, the correction of the correcting that you just got was just correcting your words. And because remember, we're going to talk about this the influence and the habits that we've had, and we talk about our words, and we talk about our ancestral lineage and downloads. All these things are words that were implanted in us to make us think a certain way. If we begin to change our language, we can change our life. If you change your language, you can change your life. If you change your language, baby, you can change your life.
Because you're snared by the words of your mouth.
Right, guys? So if you change your language, you change your life. And in changing your life, everything around you changes, because you decided that innately, you've decided within yourself, before anybody else says anything, you've decided within yourself that nothing is going to stop me from becoming whole. Even in the times when I know that I'm not whole, I'm still whole because I spoke it. I spoke wholeness over my life, even though I can't see it. I believe in the what? I believe in the revelation more than the situation. And so I'm not going to believe that that this is leaving, because it is mine to lose and it is mine to gain. So I will gain my mind. So although this is what I want you to say, because I've been so uncomfortable with myself, I'm gaining my mind because I'm going through postpartum. That's what I want you to say. Retype it. Retype it just like that. That's what you're going through. You're gaining your mind. You're not losing it. Now
you understand why you got to follow your first mind. Now you understand why your first mind is your divine mind, because every thought after that is a direct conflict of interest to what your divine mind has spoken to you.
That's why you have so many clashes. That's why y'all having head-on collisions with yourself. You ain't colliding with nobody but yourself. You're having head-on collisions with yourself because one part of your body, your brain says, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. But then your emotion says, girl, you go ahead and you got to help somebody if you want help to come to you. No, you don't. You got to help yourself. And when you help yourself, then help will come to you. Okay.
What kind of headache occurs when you headbutt yourself?
See? Y'all head-on collision with yourself. Boom.
I wonder what that feels like. What kind of migraine
headache is that?
Is that when you are constantly headbutting yourself?
That's it. You're gaining your mind.
Yes.
Because in this, watch this, because with trials, which we think are trials, and tribulations, which we think are tribulations, and mind fucks, all of that is things that we produced in our situation when we didn't understand our situation or understand, watch this, Shaniqua, why we were in the situation. We formulated a plan. We formulated a plan in our mind of words that will cause us to feel worse than we are, because before you can make me feel bad, I'll make myself feel bad. Who am I talking to? Oh, amen, Sheila. Talk to yourself. You ain't talking about on this line today, girl. You just talking to yourself. You right, girl. That's all you're concerned about. That's the only person you need to be worried about anyways, is you. Now, listen, girl, you went through those things. You going through those things. You will always go through those things, because it is your trial. It is your tribulation, and it's you to come out of it. Talk to yourself. Yeah, talk to yourself. They think you're crazy anyway. Talk to yourself. And make yourself know that this is not my end, because it is definitely not what I expected. I didn't expect to end up in a room, padded room, beat my head up against the wall. So therefore, I will not be in a padded room, beat my head against the wall. Speak those things that be not as though they were. That's what the Bible teaches you. It still applies to life and life in general. Speak what you want to see happen in your life and not the opposite. Because if you speak the opposite, you're going to see it.
You're going to see whatever you speak.
You're going to see whatever you speak.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
You're going to see whatever you
speak.
You will have whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
I didn't. You ran over it, so I was waiting till you.
I'll be talking fast.
Yeah, I was waiting because I want you to go back.
Tell me.
Words carry power.
They carry so much power.
And see, what you got to understand is, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, and I'll never turn blue.
That part.
But I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. We are not fighting the war of the worlds. It's the war of the words. Words that were spoken to us, words that were spoken through us, and words that were spoken over us. Words that were spoken over us, we had no choice because we were in the womb.
Yep.
And so while we were in the womb, there were opinions and there were ideas and there were plans and there were words and there were truths and there were lies that were spoken around and over us while we were growing in the womb.
Right.
Those words carry power. When we got into the world and when we came out the birth canal, then we had words that were spoken to us because we heard direct, verbalization. You are this and you are that. You aren't this and you aren't that. Whatever, if it was an affirmation or if it was something to tear you down.
Right.
There was a word that was spoken to you that had a direct effect on your current and on your future. Yeah. And then finally, words that are spoken through you. Yeah. These are words, watch this, not only that others formulate, but these are words that come out of your mouth as well.
Yes, sir.
Words that are spoken through you are words that not only hit you, but bypass you and hit your DNA code, hit your genetics and flow to your offspring that develops and creates these generational habits that we speak of.
Yeah.
So you're not fighting the war of the worlds, you're fighting the war of the words, beginning with your own. If you change your mind, you can change your language. Right. If you change your language, you can change your life.
That is the order. But it first starts in your mind. Because remember, the mind is our motherboard. Like the computer has a motherboard, and if the motherboard in a computer gets fried, you can just forget about it. You got to start all over and buy a new computer, or go get them, put another motherboard in there, right? But what's the sense in getting a used motherboard when you can just go and get a new product, right? So you are the CPU of your life. Your brain is the CPU of your life.
Central processing
unit. For those of you that went to computer class, it's the central processing unit. It's the thing that processes for you. It's where everything comes from. Nothing happens here until it happens here first. So if I have pain here, it's because I thunk it up here. Oh, I'm going to be hurt today. So you now have pain. Oh, here come another headache. Oh, so you spoke it. Here it is. So stop saying, I sure had a bad headache today. I wonder why. We are what we speak. Just like they say, we are what we eat. We are what we speak. We are what we say. Whatever we say, the atmosphere, your God, whatever you believe in. If you believe in the cup, that cup is going to bring that back to you and manifest it in your life because you spoke it.
But first, the atmosphere is going to shape it. That's what y'all understand. The elements,
how you want to shape
the directions, the 9 worlds.
What do you want today?
The atmosphere that you thrive in shapes every word, every energy. That words are energy. Even in the Bible, Jesus said, words are spirit. We know what spirit is. Spirit is energy.
It's energy, right?
Words are energy. They have a consciousness and a life that you give it of its own.
If it didn't have an energy, why would we have a definition for every word that's ever been said?
Well, see, words.
There's a noun and a verb.
The reason why it's a definition for every word and an etymology for every word. Watch this, because words are spells. And when you spell a word, you're casting an incantation or a spell
out there
over something or someone.
What are you talking about, Just George? You mean to tell me not only do we cast spells because people think that because we're not Christians, we cast spells and they don't, but the Christians casting spells too, right?
Every day.
Oh, so when
every
you speak
time
a
you
word
open your mouth,
spelled it. You casting. What is the word?
The Bible.
Y'all make me pull
the Bible
out.
Is a spell book.
Did
y'all know that? The Bible is a spell book. So much that it's a spell book that is exposed by the Yoruba community and by the Afro-Cuba community that deals with voodoo, because in the magical religious practice of hoodoo, they in root work, they use the book of Psalms as a spell book.
See?
So words are spells. That's why even the spell book, the Helios Biblos, the Bible, says itself that we are snared or trapped by the spells or the words of our mouth. Right?
Trapped, y'all.
We are trapped.
By the
we are
spells
snared
that we say.
by the words that we spell out, be it good or be it bad.
We're still trapped by those words. So if you're trapped or snared by something, that means it takes a hold of you and it delivers exactly what you put out.
Life and death are in
what?
the power,
yes,
the power of the tongue. Lets me know that the real magic is right here. That tongue is the real magic.
That throat chakra. That's why a lot of y'all's is closed.
And that's why we deal with expression so much.
Exactly.
You got to express yourself.
You got to open up your chakra, the throat chakra, because if you don't, nobody will hear you because you ain't opening your mouth and telling people what you need.
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 Yep. We still in the announcements.
11:11. We still in the announcements. These is our announcements. We ain't started the message.
I done forgot the other announcement that I wanted to tell them after the tickets. But we're in the campaign right now. This is day number 3.
Day number 3.
And today, guys, shut it live. Today, thought. I want you to go to it and read it.
Let's go read it, y'all. Y'all want to go there together? Let's go together.
Go read it.
Let's read today's thought for our campaign, guys, that you all should already be on top of. Now, listen, I'm going to be looking forward to y'all's tags. I'm going to be looking forward to y'all's hashtags. I'm looking for y'all tagging 2DOPEsoulz, telling the world how much you are not allowing them to fuck you over no more because you've been fucking yourself up all the time. I want you to be okay with the fact that it's your fault. Apologizing does not mean that you're wrong and that the other person is right. It means that you value your relationship more than your ego. Heal thyself. Heal the enemy. Heal the enemy. You understand that? Apologizing does not mean that you're wrong and that they're right. That they're right and that you're wrong.
But that's why people, if you have family, I know a lot of you out there, because we have family members or significant others or just people that you love in general that don't go away from their quote. We're breaking it down. That's the first half.
We got it.
That they just can't bring it to themselves to apologize. They can't say I'm sorry. They can't say acknowledge your feelings. You know why? It's because ego is at play. Nothing's wrong with the ego.
Nothing wrong with ego. Everybody has ego. You should have ego.
And you should celebrate your ego.
Please.
But I'm saying ego is at play to the point where the ego is now getting the better of the body types in this person.
Right.
So the reason why they can't apologize is because they were taught improperly. They think that an apology is an admission to guilt.
Right. And it's not, guys. It's not.
I'm not apologizing for what I did or said, but I am apologizing for how it made you feel.
How it made you feel.
Because it was not my intentions to tear you down.
Exactly. You acknowledging the emotion. That's what you're doing when you accept somebody's apology. You're acknowledging the emotion. Regardless if you feel like you created the emotion, or regardless if you feel like the emotion it came from you. Hey, that's your feel. No. I'm telling you, this is how you made me feel when you said this to me. Mm-hmm. If you cannot value that in a relationship, in any relationship, business relationship, work relationship, husband, wife, sister, brother, mother, son, daughter, all that, cousins, if you cannot value each other's emotions, then you don't care about the relationship. If you can't. Because to say I value your apology, and you know what? I can see that. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means you acknowledge the emotion.
Yeah, and I don't believe that agree to disagree. That's BS. You're going to agree to disagree. Think about that. Can two walk together? Except they be agreed.
Exactly.
If you're not congruent in a relationship, then it's not a relationship.
Right.
Okay. And so instead of agreeing to disagree, continue to talk until you get to the bottom of the emotion behind the matter.
Right.
Man, they need to listen to that class we just got to listen to from last year.
Wow, that was a great class.
Your emotions, where do they come from? Your emotions could be propaganda. I said another thing. It could be propaganda, right? Your emotions could be an inception. What's an inception? A thought that does not belong to you.
Right.
Remember I said demons are thoughts, right? So if demons are thoughts, where do they come from? Right. I told you that demons live in nations, imaginations. Remember that? Y'all got to go back to the older teachings. But the thing of it is that what if you have a thought? What if you have a demon, right? That does not belong to you, that was planted, that is there from propaganda because you heard something. Why? What if you are emotional just because someone else that you're connected to is emotional?
Right. Right.
Do their emotions become yours?
Right.
Well, of course they do, because you're an empath. But do you know how to compartmentalize and how to separate fact from reality?
Right.
Your emotions from others' emotions.
Exactly.
Emotions that you have stirred up and created and that actually belong to you versus emotions that were given to you or implied upon you or forced upon you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. So they need to go watch that class.
Y'all gonna have to go get it. And if you're not in the class, that means you got to sign up for it.
Yeah, it's another shameless plug.
Right.
But so you have to acknowledge others' emotions before yours are. Remember what I told you, that you're afraid of rejection for the world because you rejected yourself already.
That part.
And when you can't accept others, it's because you have not accepted yourself. So if you can't accept others' emotions, that means you have not dealt with or accept your own emotions.
Exactly.
You mull over other people's emotions because you haven't found the value and the worth in your emotions.
Right.
It's hard to separate those feelings at times. Right. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about it's not an easy task.
It's not.
Because we are emotional beings.
It's not.
We are emotional creatures, not just women, not just men, not a certain gender.
All of us.
We just process them and display them and deal with them differently. But we are all watery, some more than others. Right. Now, you said it's hard to separate those feelings at times. That's why you got to go in and come out. You have to go in to find out where the feelings are coming from.
Right.
Why you have the feelings, when the feelings start. Should you be over it, or should it be something that you need to heal and deal with?
Right.
Does the feeling belong to you?
Right.
Or do you need to deal with someone or something in order to deal with that feeling? So this is all about the journey and all about the shadow work and all about dealing with self.
It's definitely a journey, and it's definitely a self-learning journey.
Right.
It's you learning yourself. It's you learning how capable you are to have patience. Is you learning that you can sit back and allow others to emote the way they need to emote. Once you find out what your balance is. And the reason why the feelings are hard to separate at this moment is because you don't have balance in those areas where that hurt happened. Did you hear what I said? You don't have balance in those areas where that hurt happened. So if you go back to the root of the hurt, then you can go back to the feelings, and then you can begin to separate them. What really are your emotions and what really is the emotion behind the incident, or behind the saying, or behind the disrespect, or behind the hurt, or behind the molestation, or behind the, you understand what I'm saying? So you have to attach that separation of non-feeling, or not being able to separate those feelings, to an incident, because that's where that began.
And we don't want to do that because that's a trigger that really would alert the trauma.
Right.
Out of sight, out of mind. You know, I'm doing too good. I've come too far. No, you haven't come far at all. All you've done is ignored what ails you. Pain is an indication that something is wrong.
Something is wrong, and action needs to be taken.
Being uncomfortable is designed to save your life. You just have to listen and feel and identify with it. But they don't want to because of what you just said. Because they're going to have to deal with it. It's going to dig up some trauma. It's going to dig up some emotions. It's going to dig up some hurt and pain. And they don't want. They want to deal with the demon they know and the pain they know. They don't want new pain.
They have to.
It's not new pain. It's old pain that you ignored.
You need to resurface it. If you never resurface the past, you need to resurface it in your purging. If you never resurface the past, you need to resurface it while you're purging, while you're releasing things, while you're letting go. Remember, we're reprogramming things, we're reprocessing, and we're deprogramming ourselves, and we're releasing things that have caused us to have this non-separation of emotions. And as we release, Amanda, as we release these things and connect it back to the source, you got to take the emotion back to the source. You got to take the emotion back to the source. You got to take the emotion back to the source.
And why do you have to take it back to the source? Because you might need to give it back to the source because it may not have been yours to begin with.
Because we carry emotions that are not ours. We feel things that are not our emotions. We emote in places that we shouldn't be emotion because this ain't me. I don't really care if this works or don't work. So where is this feeling coming from? I don't have these emotions on a normal basis. Where is it coming from? Trace the emotion back to the incident, to the accident, to whatever caused you to feel this way, so you can deal with that emotion and you can move on to the next thing. If we don't deal with this emotion, then when it comes to this particular incident, we're going to treat it the same because we think it's all the same thing, and it's not. It's absolutely not the same. It's not
the same, guys.
It's not the same.
If you're enjoying this and you're being touched by an angel or whatever's going on out there or over there, put a fire emoji in the comments or put an ashe or amen or a thumbs up.
Y'all just taking notes, and that's why y'all just like,
my goodness.
Wait, hold on, Just George. Wait. Hold on, Sheila. That's what y'all doing. That's why y'all ain't saying nothing.
Listen, if you're being blessed by this broadcast, you ain't got to say a damn thing in the comments. Just go ahead and gift us some stars or cash app us.
Say it with
2DOPEsoulz.
Say it with your cash.
Say it with your cash.
Say it with your cash if you don't want to say
it with
nothing.
your cash or your
if
stash.
You don't want nobody to know you in here, send us a cash app. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Amanda. And y'all tell Juju she got to go watch a replay. She got kicked out early and she didn't come back when we came back.
Because somebody out.
Yeah, probably had because she on the roll. Y'all have created a monster.
Look what y'all did.
Juju, they in the path that created a monster with you, young lady.
We didn't do that.
Goodness, yeah. Starting with you.
She created herself.
You did it. I mean, it was always there, but you all kind of
it was there all the time.
You know how you do me when you start singing, right?
It was there.
I'm about to take a bath again, y'all. I'm about to take another shower. You're gonna keep singing.
Waiting patient. I know what I'm doing. See, when you know what you're doing, you be intentional. I'm very intentional. See?
What we eating for breakfast?
I know how to get them quiet.
I'm hungry. We're finna go probably to TikTok or something, guys. We just wanted to come and do our morning inspirational wakety bakety. Well, if y'all meet us for morning mantras, guys, weekday mornings, 10:10 every weekday morning. Let's be honest, 10:30. Every weekday morning. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and
Let's
then
be real.
In the evenings we have evening blessings. Right now we're in a series, now that is at 5:11. At 5:11 every evening, we're in a series called Breaking Bad Ancestral Downloads.
Yes.
Bad Ancestral Downloads. Y'all got to check it out. We did the first one, I think it was Saturday. The second one is this evening at 5.
It's gonna be amazing.
Be back here, guys, at 5:11. 5:11, and here every morning at 10:30 for morning mantras, guys.
What is that I hear? What's that? It's our cash app.
I don't hear anything.
I hear it.
I can't.
If you don't hear it before you hear it, when the cash app comes, you won't recognize it.
So glad you got a mind here, because right now I don't hear it.
Oh, that's the train. Never mind.
I knew you heard something, but it didn't sound cash appy. Listen, guys, we love you.
We love y'all.
Y'all are thebomb.com. We're finna go. Saying, Joanna, if y'all ain't doing that, we'll meet y'all over there somewhere, wherever we decide on landing at.
Wherever we land.
Look,
we'll be there.
Wherever we are.
We'll be.
There we at.
There we are.
I'm Just George, guys.
And I'm Sheila Speaks, guys.
And together.
We're 2DOPEsoulz.
We are 2DOPEsoulz. Until next time.
Live.
Love.
And discover.
Namaste.
Babies.
Y'all are the bomb.com. All right, Sam. We gotta find something to eat too.
I'm gonna cook some eggs and mushrooms.
Some eggs and some